Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complaint level, मौज में रहो, be happy. श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा. गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः, गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. याति स्व समुखमुखत्वं दृङ्मात्र यदा तदा भवति, दृश्य द्रष्टु विबोधो हि असम्मुखे हि अस्मिन् तद्भवति. When our eyes are open, then the world of names and forms is created, and when eyes are closed, the world of names and forms disappear. How simple? So should we all the time close our eyes and sit? No. Keep the eyes open. Let the seeing happen, but don't become a seer. When we become a seer, we start commenting. So, in the same manner, when we are extrovert in our thinking, then the world is created. How do we start thinking extrovertedly? When somebody or something enters our mind, a thought is created. Without the content, there cannot be a thought. See? Without the fetus, there cannot be pregnancy. How simple it is. Pregnant mind is thought. And how that seed of the thought enters the mind? When we have given importance to anything. Now, if we have given importance, others cannot devalue it for us. We have to. Therefore, all the spiritual practice according to path of knowledge is don't get involved in this world. We get involved in this world when we are given a status of reality. So, ekasmin drugmatre tredha drashtadikam hi samudeti. See? There are two things, flat surfaces. One is like this tablecloth, and the other is like this glass of this phone. Now, on both of them, the tablecloth and the phone, the light is falling. But what is the difference? The difference is when the light falls on the tablecloth, it is absorbed. But when the light falls on the phone surface, it is absorbed as well as reflected. Both the things happen. Exactly the same way, when consciousness is reflected in some conditionings, there is only existence is reflected. But in other conditions, the existence in addition to the sentiency is also reflected. See, two things should be clear. If you heat water by fire, only the heat aspect is taken by the fire, not the light aspect. But if we apply the same fire to a piece of wood, both light and heat. So the differences are on account of the conditioning through which the fire is expressing in the same manner. When the conditioning is such where only existence can manifest, that is matter, inert. And another upadhi where consciousness can express or manifest both as existence and as knowledge, sentiency. See? And after this is done, then the Triputi happens. See? These are so basic things. This is the phone doesn't know. For the birth of the knowledge, a knower is necessary. Without the knower, knowledge cannot happen. Basics. So, what is the knowledge therefore? This is the phone is not a knowledge. Then, this is the phone, I know this. This is the phone, who knows? I don't know. Right? So, in every knowledge, these are the three components. First component is, this is an object, then I know this is an object. Thereafter, the knowledge of the object happens. So, the knowledge is divided into two. Knowledge, objective predominance is the otherness, and subjective predominance is the I-ness. So the same mind is thus divided when importance is given to anything in this world. Then the Triputi happens. If you take this mantra sincerely and work on it, not mechanically, but work on it. Working on it is what? It is not like taking chawal dal and making a powder. No, not like that. Like you do on your laptop. See, I had to prepare this thing, so I will try that. No, it's not working. It is not working. You go on. Exactly the same way. Learn. When this object is here, I have no interest. What is that object? Therefore, what will happen? I won't know. Hey, what is this phone? How it is this phone is very good. It is matching to your exam. Where from you got it? Is it necessary? Not necessary. See? Therefore, whenever we comment, we are dividing the pure consciousness into the Triputi knower known knowledge. Therefore, ekasmin drug matre, there is but one pure conscious being. Tredha, the three ways, drashtradikam hi samudeti. Then the knower known knowledge happens. Then trividhe tasmin line. And when the out of the three on which we have control, on the object we have no control. There will be nama rupa, we have no control. Then, do we have control on our eyes? Eyes are open, the things are seen. Ears are open, the things are heard. We have no control. Then, we have to exercise control where? See? So, object is not the issue. Then, sense organs through which we come in contact with the world is not the issue. Issue is When an object is perceived, we start our comments. See, the world is created. Try this, my friends. Whenever we go for walk, that walk is meant for doing your japa. Do japa that time. But instead of that, are non-stop. See? Hey, let us go for a solitary walk. Arre, it's a solitary walk, you want a company. Try this. So when you are walking, give yourself a order. A right step, Sri Ram. Left step, Jai Ram. Right step, Jai Jai. Left step, Jai Ram. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. But poultry farm. See, give it a try. So Trividhe Tasmin Line. Then what happens? Then we are one with our divine nature. And what is divinity? Like the space. Not tired. Let anything happen. Space is not tired. Similarly, let any kind of thoughts come in the mind. Mind will not be tired. And then let any kind of waves come and die. The ocean is not tired. See? Because body is not born. So Trivide Tasmin Line Drung Madram Shishyate Paschat. When this Triputi disappears, the truth alone remains. Darpanataha prak paschadasti mukham pratibhum tada bhati adarshepi cha nashte mukham asti mukhe tathaivatma. See? If we are in front of the mirror, there is a reflection. If the mirror is removed, will our face be lost? Nothing will happen to the face. See? And therefore, if the mirror is removed or it is broken, see, adarshepi nashte. And if the mirror is broken, nothing happens to us. We are the same. In the same manner. Waking comes and goes, what has happened to us? Dream comes and goes, what happened to us? Satsang comes and goes, what happened to us? Asangoham, 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 punah punah. See? So as we listen to the satsang, listen to the worldly things. See? But why did he call me fool? We are so sorry, he underestimated you. Okay. See? Therefore, Adarshepi cha nashte mukham asti tathaiva atma. When the conditionings are removed, nothing happens. This I told you in local language. Marriage, out of a man, a husband is born. Divorce, what happens to husband? Does he die? Where he has gone? See? But who is becoming miserable? This non-existing entity. See? Who can help us? Nobody can help us. We have to recognize what? Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% Karnataka. As we are doing in Satsanga, the natak of listener. Do it as practitioner. Now, what is therefore the Prabodh? We are reading the Prabodh Sudhakar. Now, the Prabodh word is taken. माधुर्यम गुड़पिंडे यत्तत् तस्य अंशके अणुमात्रेपि एवं न पृथक भावो गूढ़त्वम मधुरत्वम योः अस्ति. If you take a piece of good or anything like a jaggery, jaggery pind, and if you take a very small part out of it, it will be equally sweet. It is not. If it is a big bulk of this jaggery, it is sweet. If it is less, it is no, it is same. एवं न पृथक भावो गुढ़त्व मधुरतायोः. So the being a sugar and a sweetness, they cannot be separated. Exactly, the husband and a man, they cannot be separated because they don't exist. What can you do then? When they don't exist, what can you do? Don't take them seriously. Evam na pruthak bhavo gudatva madhuratvayoho ati. Therefore, when I say Ram, so Ram is the word. And what is indicated by the word Ram, they are not two. Athava na bhinna bhavaha karpura amodayoho evam Atma Sarupa Manasam Pumsam Jagat Atmatam Yati. In the same manner, the camphor and fragrance of the camphor, are they separate? Exactly those whose mind is dissolved in absolute self, see, for him, this world is no issue. Left hand, right hand, they are separate from each other. Now, is it an issue for me? Meaning, experiencing the otherness, experiencing the manyness will create problem if we have not recognized that both of them I am alone. There was one child, and the child has very small, and the child held her own hair and pulling and crying. No, that is useless. He was not ready to leave his own hair and crying fast and crying. But do we do like that? I hope. See? So, अथवा न भिन्न भावः कर्पूर मोदयोः एवं आत्म स्वरूप मनसाम पुंसाम जगदात्मताम याति. See? In the same manner, when we are dissolving our mind in the pure consciousness, then I and mine merge together and they become absolute I. Now this is your experience, I don't have, but you can know what it is. Husband and man, so when you are in front of your wife, your experience is your husband. When she has gone somewhere, your experience is man. Is this experience different of being? No. So when wife is in front, Karnataka. When she has gone, parda ukad gaya. Relax. But what happens? This husband which is born after some condition, then the misery begins. Therefore, Atma Sarupa Manasam Pumsam Jagadatmatam Yati. Therefore, when we are thus able to recognize our divine nature, Atma Upammena Sarvatra Samam Pashyati Yorjuna Sukham Vajadi Va Dukkham Sa Yogi Paramo Mataha. According to Bhagavan Krishna, what is the yoga and who is the yogi? I am not against Patanjali, but I am in favor of Bhagavan Krishna. What is yoga according to Bhagavan Krishna? yoga is tam vidyat dukkha sanyoga viyogam yoga sannitam. When the miseries come in our life, we refuse to be miserable. That ability to refuse to be miserable in presence of the miseries is called the yoga. Yoga sannitam is called yoga. Now how to practice that? Sa nishchena yoktavyaha. Nishchena. Make a firm resolution to yourself. Let anything happen. Don't justify you are miserable. All those who are miserable, they justify. No, I mean, you will not understand if you get married and then you will understand. Never justify you are miserable. Because you are not the one who is miserable. So, nishchena yoktavyaha anirvinna chetasa. Don't give up. And therefore our mantra is, somebody does a mistake and asks you, how are you? Don't tell the truth. Fire. I am on the top of the world, but the word should carry the meaning. Yeah. How are you? Pade hai yaar, top of the world. Not that way. It should carry the meaning. See? What happens, when we say to somebody, I love you, if it carries meaning, it has a different impact. See? This I experienced somewhere, I don't know. So, I told that person, just like that, I said, hey, I don't know, but I really love you. And that man started crying. I said, I'm sorry, I don't love you. See? He said, how can you say so easily that I love you? For us, we think, should I say, we are so reserving ourselves because we don't allow the divinity to flow. So, athava na bhinna bhavaha karpura modayoho, in the same manner, yad bhava anubhavasyad nidrado jagarasyante antassache sthira syad labhate tat advayanandam. Now, this is a very beautiful thing. See? Before we enter the sleep, yad bhava anubhavaha, that experience of being, syad nidradau, before we enter the sleep. That experience before we enter the sleep, and after the sleep, after the waking is over, that means the sleep has begun. That junction. So, you are awake just before going to sleep, but you have not become awaker, and you have not entered the deep sleep. Therefore, you have not become the deep sleeper. That time, you are one with the divine. This is what we told you in different words. See? How do we sleep? Observe this thing. This I told number of times, isn't it? Not first time. Now tell me, all of you, how many of you really worked on that? Huh? Who is listening to you, Swamiji? See? How do we sleep? We discard everything and all achievements, failures, problems, relations, everything we discard. Then we are in our bed. There also everything we are discarded. What is the last thing that happens? The one who discarded everything, he is now at peace. And as a result, like the ice cube dissolving in the water, the I who wanted to sleep, he gets dissolved. And therefore, in deep sleep, there is nobody, there is only life. Only life is a total mind. This total mind is responsible for maintaining all the functions of the body in the deep sleep. See? So, the consciousness has expressed as Chetana or the total mind, but it has not yet identified with the individual body, and therefore it is something like this example given. We have discarded everything and we have not yet entered the deep sleep. So that experience, see, is called as antaha sa chestira syad labhati tat advayanandam. In the deep sleep is a trailer of God realization. But just before entering the sleep, meaning the waking has disappeared, the waker is also no more valid, but the deep sleep has not yet begun. That junction. See? There is one philosophy, what they call as Advaitavad and Advayavad. Popularly it is called as the Kashmiri Shaivism or Chidvilas, various names. There they explain waking is of 4 types, dream is of 4 types, deep sleep is of 3 types. So how many? 4 plus 4, 8, and 3, 11. And the 12th one is the reality. So we go through so many experiences. And this is one experience we hold on to. Yad bhava anubhavasyat. Before the sleep begins, we are present, we are aware. And then the sleep has begun, but the sleeper is not born. We cannot have the abhiman. I am sleeping, okay, don't disturb. No. Because the one who is experiencing the sleep is not there. That is called Advayaranda. That is our essential nature. Ati gambhire apare jnana chidananda sagare sphare karma samirana tala jiva tarangavali spurati. There are 2 places we normally go, mountains or the ocean. I am not very fond of mountains. Ocean I like. But why? I said, you experience your own mind, what is happening. When you are standing in front of a huge, like Kailash or Himalayas. So what is the experience? Oh God, how big it is, how tall it is. So your mind has made a shape. Then you compare yourself. Oh God, such a big one. I am so small. But when you are standing in front of the ocean, you expand and merge in the infinite. See? So, ati gambhire apare chidananda sagare spare. In the same manner, the undivided ocean of consciousness, then karma samirana tala. See? So, again next time you go to seaside, observe this. The waves come from where? Are they coming from outside? Let the birds come and land in the water? No. Where from they come? They come from within. And when they come, when there is a pressure of air on the surface of the ocean, then the waves come. And when the pressure of the air is zeroed, again all the waves disappear. If this is true, what is the pressure of air on the ocean of consciousness? Karma samirana tarala. Karma samirana is air. Because of the obsession of, I had to do this, I had to do this. Relax, man, relax. We have to live. We don't have to do anything. See? But we are so much involved in doing. Therefore, karma we do, meditation we do, bhakti we do. See? Do the karma, but for what? To get something from this world, or karmani chitta shuddhyartham. Karma is done, the impact of that karma must be established on our mind. These are so simple things. Whatever is happening, it is happening only in the mind and to the mind. Nothing happens to body. See? So when I am chanting the Lord's name, the impact is on the mind, not on the tongue, not on the body. See? Slowly and steadily, when this will click in our life, then we will move in this world. But our attention will be, what is the quality of mind that is left after the things are done. Therefore, Shatro mitre putre bandhav ma kuru yatnam vigraha sandhav kisi ko aamad kaho, kisi ko jaamad kaho. Don't create friends and enemies. See, any relation you take in this world, in relativity, there is no absolute solution to any problem. In relativity, there is no absolute solution to any problem. In the absolute, there is no problem to be solved. क्या करें? Relatively absolute or absolutely relative? See, friends, therefore, adigambhire apare chidananda sagare spare karma samirana tarala jiva taranga valispurati. So when our mind is agitated, disturbed, then jiva is born. Everything is happening, but mind is not disturbed. See? How the mind is disturbed? Expectations. Don't expect anything from anybody in this world, including from God. See? Don't expect. Expectations, when you drop, you are one with yourself. The space doesn't expect. Only mandir should be constructed here, okay? But what about toilet? No, don't construct toilet. No, doesn't make any difference. So, karma samirana tarala. Therefore, remember, spiritual practice is what? Na karmana, na prajaya, dhanena, tyage naike amritatva manashu. Renounce. What renounce? Karma? No. Kartrutva bhiman renounce. I am doing this, I am doing that, I have done so much, but nobody appreciates. Don't do it, who cares? Remember this basic principle. whatever we do in our life, nobody needs us. There was a couple, 5 years, married life. Then one day, the wife, out of love, said, "Honey, do you remember? We came for our honeymoon here 5 years before. Remember?" Yes, sir. Now I want to ask you a question. प्यार में आ गई. Then, suppose I die, he plucked her mouth. Don't talk that. Any other topic. Again, after 5 years, they went to the same Tirtha Kshetra. The honeymoon place is a Tirtha Kshetra, isn't it? Again, she asks the same question. If I die, I told you, don't say that, I'll get mad. 10 years over. Again, after 5 years, 15 years. I want to ask you, now I know you will get mad, but let me talk to you. If I die, my question is, will you get remarried? He said, I will not get that mad. Once it was enough. Then again another 5 years gone. Then again the same place, the same question. Honey, darling, last time I asked you and you said you will get mad. But again I asked you the same question. If I die, will you get married? He said, mad person can do anything. This is Brahmananda. Serious wife, husband, take lightly. Those husbands who take the wife seriously, they are dumb. See, my friend in Coimbatore, a Marwadi one, elderly one, he was driving and his wife was sitting behind. We went to some little distant place, a mountainous area for some darshan. When we were coming back, it was so hot, so he stopped the car near some place and a small tree, some shops. He said, hey, go and get some water for Swamiji, it is so hot. You didn't bring bottle with you. I told you, but you don't understand. Slowly the heat started. And that lady, a round figure, took, she went and came back. Yeah. And he became so angry. Are बेवकूफ, it is hot, get cold water. इसको तो कुछ समझ में नहीं आता. She went and got cold water. She says, Swamiji, have you seen? What? He abuses me, insults me before everybody, even before children, everybody, even before the servants. Today, he insulted me in front of you also. He calls me Beokoof. I said, Mama, I agree with him. She became so, you also? I said, yes. Why? I said, had you been wise, will you marry him? And then it is okay. See? Make fun of yourself. You will never be miserable in life. See? Therefore, karma samirana tarala, jiva taranga. I have done this, I have done that. Therefore you suffer. Let the things happen. See? Like, if I have this notion that because of my lectures you are all improving, I will be the most frustrated person on the globe. See? If you are changing, improving, it is your choice, not me. See? Because all that comes from within. So, karma, samirana tarana, jiva taranga vali spurati. Kharatar karahi pradipti abhyudite chaitanya tigmam shau spurati mrushaiva Samantal Anekavida Jiva Murgatrishna. And therefore, all these agitations which happen, and then by the tremendous light of the conscious sun, Chaitanya Bhaskar, then all these whole world, the non-existing jivas are seen and the world is created. Therefore, few things we have to understand. Pure consciousness, no problem. What is pure consciousness? It is solid space. If you can digest this, you have understood a lot. This space that we see is empty. Unless there is emptiness, you cannot contain anything. Everything can give us the divine experience. From this I can tell you, one of my spiritual practice is, like somebody asked, what is the spiritual practice? I said, filling the suitcase, opening the suitcase. Every 2-3 days the same danda. And you also must be having this experience. Whenever you go for traveling anywhere, any suitcase you take, it is always small. Any suitcase you take. And then there is no space, and then you keep, see, you should have taken a bigger. Know what to do. So add some space. How can you add the space in the suitcase? Then empty the contents. You have taken 7 pair of shoes to match with your 7 purses. With 2 legs, if there are 7 pair of shoes, were you a centipede? See, friends. So when we remove certain things from the suitcase, is the space coming from somewhere? It's already there. If this example is clear, from this I learned what I am telling you. In the same manner, Bhaya Pragata Kripala Dina Dayala. Bhagwan doesn't come from anywhere. Bhagwan manifests. Now, the space was covered by the contents in the suitcase. In the same manner, the conscious reality that we are is covered by the contents of Maya Rumora Torate Maya. And all these contents, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, everything, all these contents are removed temporarily when in the deep sleep. Therefore, in deep sleep, we are merged with the divine. And that is why Bhagwan doesn't come from anywhere. Don't get carried away by things, Darshana do, Ganashama, more late ho gaya, jaldi de do darshan. No. Let him express through us. He is suffocating. Suffocated Bhagwan is Jiva. Isn't it? Suffocated man is husband. What he has to do? Remove the wife? No. Don't take her seriously. Karnataka? See, friends. So, Karatar Karahi Praditya Abhidite Chaitanya Tigmamshau Spurati Mrushaiva Samantal Aneka Vida Jiva Mrugatrishna. Then so many waves are born on the ocean. Are they many? And when many waves are born on the ocean, is it a burden or a gain for the ocean? When all of them die, is it a loss or something is gone somewhere? Therefore, they only appear exactly the same way. The jiva, etc., they only appear, do not exist. This is so important to understand, my friends. One girl in Mumbai came and spoke to me. There was some problem in her family. So her mother told, you cannot be present for this function. Some ladies' function was there. But this function is meant only for the married girls. You cannot because you are divorced. Go. You come after the function is over. But why? He is still alive. He may not be my husband. Don't talk that. Go and ask Swamiji. Free? She came. Swamiji, this is what happened. So my mother told, go and ask Swamiji. I said, tell her I don't want to marry you. No, not that way. See? Then her question was, after divorce, the girl becomes widow or not? See? Then I became serious. I have studied all the 4 Vedas and the Shadangas, all the philosophies. Nowhere this question is answered. After divorce, so she doesn't have a husband. So after divorce, do we conduct the Shraddha ceremony of the dead husband? No. Then nothing has happened. See? Therefore, how simple it is. Discover this. Don't become serious. Relative life, no solution for any problem. Absolute being, no problem to be solved. Antara drushte yasmin jagati idam atma spurati drushte yasmin sakrutapi viliyate kyapya asad rupam. Therefore, antara drushte, when we are thus slowly and steadily, not antara drushti means what? Antara drushti doesn't mean you close your eyes and sit. No. Antara drushti means like hearing is happening but hearer is not born. Seeing is happening but seer is not born. That is antara drushti bahirlaksha. Unmesha anmesha varjite. See? You know, example for this. When I give some example of husband and wife, and if they are sitting next to each other, and suppose I glorify the wife and condemn the husband, immediately their wife will, Are Dumbo, I am referring to wife and husband as a common noun, but you are taking a proper noun. Any fool getting married to another fool, he is called as husband or wife. It's not a proper noun, it is an accident. See? So, drushte yasmin sakrutapi viliyate kyapya asad rupam. When you discover this, all the problems of your life immediately disappear. Therefore, all the world is only in the mind. Nothing is outside. This one also try. We have told you how to work on it. When you look at the tube lights intensely for some time and then you close your eyes, yet you keep on seeing them. See? And when you open, you see everything else. Again, you close your eyes, you see the same tube light reflections on your mind. So who are you and what you have learned? As much after closing the eyes, we see the tube lights reflected on the surface of the mind. Exactly when our eyes are open, whatever we are seeing is as reflection on the mind. We are not seeing each other. We are seeing the reflection on the mind. If the mind is at peace, we will perceive exactly things as they are. If the mind is disturbed, the perception will be proportionate to the disturbances in the mind. See? When you see the things, you can feel you are going away from yourself. When you come back to your own being, eyes are open, seeing is happening, but seer is not born. Therefore, try this. Any interaction with anything or anybody in life, first interaction does not create any impression on the mind. First interaction. But that interaction, if it is repeated, then samskar are created. Like we move so many places, so many people we see. Do we have any samskar? No. But then among them we come across somebody, and then one child and a mother, they were going somewhere on airport. So the child, she was telling the mom, Mummy, see, don't, come. So I said, hey mama, come, bring. What is the problem? No, she is telling that how that Swami has come out of the, TV. So is it real? I said, come and touch me. So she just touched like that, Mummy, is it real? Now see, now this particular event I remember because I have given importance. Otherwise, so many people come and say, we have not given importance. See, friends, recognize this. Whenever we repeat any experience, samskar are created. So, drishte yasmin sakrutapi viliyate kapi asad rupam. So when our attention goes on the truth, again do some experiments. Standing in front of the mirror, then we immediately see the reflection. Now consciously remove your attention from the reflection and bring it to the surface of the mirror. And then you will see. So the reflection will become very hazy. See? Now remove your attention even from the reflection, the surface of the mirror, and come back to your own eyes. See? So if the reflection is on the, if the attention is on the reflection in the mirror, then we will be doing our makeup. If the attention is on the surface of the mirror, then we will be thinking it is not clean. We have to clean something like that. If the attention comes on your own eyes, everything disappears. And if the attention comes on the mind, you know what happens? We are told, observe your mind. But what we do? We observe thoughts. Don't observe the thoughts, mind. Sakshi Bhav is that. When I am looking at this cloth, am I looking at a tablecloth or I am looking just as a cloth? When this cloth is given some name, some form, some utility, something is born. See? But when we go to buy in the market, the whole bundle of cloth for our shirt and lungi. So do we say, hey, ye lungi kitne ki? No, we buy the cloth. After the cloth is brought, then it is processed and then it becomes a shirt or a lungi. Exactly the same way. When attention is on the mirror, on the reflection, then somebody is born. Then attention is on the mirror, we have to clean it. Then when attention is born on your vision, all of them may be perceived but do not have any value. And when we come back to our own being, presence or absence of things makes no difference. When we have experiences, they are of two types. One type of experience is we have something, we experience of having something. The other type of experience is we don't have anything. Waking and dream is we have something. Deep sleep and samadhi, we have nothing. So, Who are we? Who is supporting both presence and absence? Bhava, abhava. So that which is supporting bhava, bhava is beyond the bhava, bhava. See? So it is this existence which is not against the absence. We know only relative. See? There is tea, there is no tea. So, in relation to each other. But this existence is not against anything, supporting the presence and supporting the absence. I know this is a phone, I do not know what is this cloth. So, knowledge and ignorance both are supported by me, therefore I am beyond knowledge and ignorance. Presence and absence is supported by me, therefore I am beyond presence and absence. So waking and dream is supported by me, the something present, deep sleep and samadhi, nothing is present, both are supported by me. Who am I therefore? See, Mayi eva sakalam jatam, Mayi sarvam pratishtitam, Mayi sarvam layam yati, tad brahma dvayam asmeham. This solid space is our essential nature. So, Bhayabhyantara Purna Paramanandarnave Nimagnaha Chirama Pluta Iva Kalashaha Maharade Jannutanaya. So, the ultimate experience is Bhayabhyantara Purnaha. Experienced, experiencer, and the experiencer. Triputi. They are supported by the same reality. Experienced is the upadhi of objectivity. Experiencer is the knowledge of the object. Experiencer is the knower of the object. All the three are existing. Object is, knowledge is, knower is. This eternal presence is our essential nature. That experience is like what? Maharade Jannutanayayaha Kalashaha Iva. If you take a pot and dip it in the Yamunaji or Gangaji, where you put the pot or a kalasha in the Gangaji, then inside, outside, there is only the waters. Nothing else. Now the most important thing which we have been emphasizing, on this I am working these days. You work on this. This is a project for you. Change your standpoint. What is our standpoint? Our standpoint is inside-outside division is real. This is our standpoint. See, for example, this rosary, mala, where it is inside. Inside what? Inside my pocket. Okay. Where is the phone? Outside. Outside what? Outside the pocket. So for establishing in and out, you require a reference point. Where are we? Inside the hall. Where is the car? Because earlier you have a reference on the hall. So, where are we? Inside the hall. Where is the car? Immediately outside the hall. See? Where is the object? Outside. Where is the knowledge of the object? Inside. This object doesn't know it is a phone. I know it is a phone. In short, till such time, in and out, experience is held valid. We are samsari. Then change the standpoint. When we say we are inside the hall, car is outside the hall, from what standpoint? From the hall standpoint. Now look at the same phenomena from the space point of view. What will the space standpoint? The hall is in me, but I am not in the hall. Now, become subjective. External air, internal air. External air is sarvajanik for everybody. Internal air is prana, vyana, apana, udana, samana, pancha prana. So, the same air, externally it is a climate, internally it is a prana with reference to body. But when you give up this reference of the body and look at the air from the air standpoint of view, so what will be said? The body is in the air not in the body. Next step. Where is the object? Object is on the table. Where is the knowledge? Knowledge is inside. If some object is there, but I do not know. Why? Because it is not included in my mind. It is in your mind, not in my mind. So, the mind has to be the same. Who includes the object and who knows the object. What we call technically as vritti vyapti and phala vyapti. So, from the object point of view, object is outside and I know I am inside. Now look at, not from the object point of view, but from the mind's point of view. So what mind will say? The object is in me and the knowledge of the object is also in me. They are in me, but I am not in them. So when the object is removed, no loss to the mind. When objects are added, no gain to the mind. See, observe. You are 50 of you. If you become 5,000, will it be a burden to the vision? If you all disappear, it makes no loss to me. Thus start changing the standpoint in life. See? And we all do that, but we don't know we are doing. See, somewhere it happened, the one child, because of results, fear of the result, became very miserable and just wanted to commit suicide. I am going to fail, I don't want to fail. Blah, 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 blah. And then it so happened that the child, out of the fear, committed suicide. And when that news came, oh, these children, they should be taught by the parents. If fail doesn't mean anything, it's okay, next time we can pass. No, we are talking about your uncle's son. He committed suicide. Oh, really? Change the standpoint. Earlier it was a child, general. Now it is my uncle's son. Samsara begins. Change the standpoint. You have learned everything in life. See? As I see you, you cannot see yourself. As you see me, I cannot see myself. So we are all looking at the world from our standpoint of view. Try to understand the standpoint of others also. But then, I. He said like that, I said like that. Is it only Ram. Give up that wrong standpoint. Try to understand the other person. When this is done, our mind will be at peace under all conditions. So, Bhayabhendra Purna Paramanandarname Nimagnaha Chira Apluta Iva Kalasha Maharade Jannutanayaha. Therefore, if we are changing our standpoint, then we are in the divine, therefore taken care of. But now what is happening? We are separating ourselves from the divine. What is the reason? The standpoint. Change the standpoint. When this will happen, then पूर्णात् पूर्णतरे परात् परतरे अज्ञात पारे हरौ संविस्फार सुधारणवे विरहिते वीचितरंगादिभिः भास्वत्कोटि विकास्यतो ज्वलदिगा आकाश प्रकाशे परे स्वानंदैकरसे निमग्न मनसां न त्वं न चाहं जगत. So in this manner, he who comes to discover that we are beyond the infinite, we are beyond the one which cannot be comprehended, and like the water is beyond the ocean and the waves and the various kinds of movements, in the same manner, in this blissful being that we are, which is much more than the millions of the suns simultaneously shining, that Nijananda Parabrahma is our essential nature. From that point of view, neither you are there, nor I am there, nor he is there, nor she is there. This experience we all have in the deep sleep. Tatra mata amata bhavati pita apita bhavati, but we continue to be exist. Therefore, this relational problem we have to get rid of. And that can happen when we do nididhyasana. See, three things in Vedanta: Shravan, what we do not know, listen. Manan, we know but doubts, then reflect. Then nididhyasana. Nididhyasana means remain committed to this 24/7. Now, what is that nididhyasana? In the next topic, we'll take it in our next class. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.